This is Jeff with EnviroGreen Spray Foam Installation and Weatherization, and I want to cover a couple of points concerning new construction, spray foam, and working with your HVAC contractor on the job. And throughout history, especially since Katrina, spray foam has gotten itself into a large portion of houses in the greater New Orleans area, and southern Louisiana area, and Gulf Coast area, that there's always been a rivalry or butting of heads between the AC guy and the spray foam guy. Installation people in general, but especially the spray foam guy. We work with all of you. We work with you. I have many friends in the AC business. We do it strictly by code. And when the AC guy is working with the spray foam guy together in junction, a beautiful house can be created. But there are certain points that need to be followed. First, we work with you on your manual J. We do manual J's ourselves, but you as a HVAC contractor might be doing it through your company, and that's okay. Whatever code compliance is going to take, we're happy with that, and we work with you. We discuss with you the R values. We discuss with you how many inches we are installing, why we're doing that. That might be a question for some HVAC contractors. Why are we covering up certain things? What are we doing on the roof line? And we get with your HVAC contractor on all these measures. Also, you take pride in your work. Here's an AC system that this HVAC contractor took a lot of pride in his work. But when you see the ceiling that he did with the mastic and how pretty it is, we get it. We know how you take pride in your AC work. So before we're foaming, we cover all these items with plastic to make sure none of our foam gets in the drain pan, none of the foam gets on any of the system. Even if it's not going to hurt it, we know it's pretty to you, and we're going to keep it that way. We're going to finish it that way. Also, ASHRAE 62.2 standards. We work with you on that. We do the blower door testing, depressurization testing at the end of all of our new construction jobs. That's so we know it is a tight house. We know, therefore, that the homeowner got what he or she paid for and what they're putting into that home. And that way you know your system will be sized appropriately. And with the ASHRAE 62.2 and the fresh air intake, we'll let you know the results of our depressurization tests in a CFM or air changes per hour, so you can put that into your system and find out exactly what are your fresh air requirements for the home. As a homeowner doing new construction and spray foaming your new construction home, what should you be looking for, especially as it pertains to the relationship between the spray foam company and the HVAC company? There should be a complete open source relationship between the spray foam company and the spray foam company and the HVAC company. We should be working together hands-on with this for a few reasons. And that's one, to make sure you have a healthy home. Two, make sure all code compliance is being met. And make sure it's a comfortable home when it's all said and done. There are some basic rules to always follow, and as a homeowner you should be well aware of this when getting bids. First of all, when you're doing new construction, you always want it to be at least 5 inches on your roof line. 5 inches of an open cell product. There's some debate about closed cell, and we can get into that in other videos, but as far as this house that we're looking at right now, it's 5 inches of an open cell product, which meets an R20. Why an R20? All leading building science professionals, organizations, companies around the entire United States and even in other countries all agree that that is, in our climate zone, that's what we're looking for, a minimum of an R20 or more. Also, that all the rafters are encapsulated. You shouldn't just be foaming 3, 4, 5 inches into the cavity and not encapsulating rafters. Just a point to be made, if you're not encapsulating, covering over those rafters with spray foam, there's a lot of thermal bridging that's occurring, because when you stack all those rafters up, you miss roughly 15 to 18% of the surface area up against that 160, 70, 80 degree roof line. That's thermal bridging and heat that's coming into your attic. And per manual J standards, best building practices, we want to see those rafters covered.